back to my channel. So today I have Carly. She's coming back after 4 weeks for a redesign. So I've already stripped back that old acrylic design. Carly had lost 2 nails. One, she'd literally lost the acrylic on the nail. Her natural nail was fine. The other one, she'd broken the tip. So we replaced that tip with a Tracy Lou tip, filed that in, prepped. So I've already prepped, done all my cuticle work, blah 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 blah. I then came in with some dehydrators. So no primer on these because I'm using CJP's the one monomer, and here I am just putting on my clear base layer. So we're just popping that onto the growth area. As you can see, this is key, something that you learn with as you go on. Keeping that finger pointed down. It's really important. That's what's going to give you that nice flush cuticle. And on this set particularly, I was really pleased with this set, with how it came out. So I am using Perfect Peach from CJP. It's one of those colours, it's very pigmented and it can be a little bit tricky to work with, but I think I've cracked it. I think I have. I think I've cracked the Perfect Peach. So working a little bit wetter than I would normally, but keeping those beads small and just building the colour up as we go. So as you can see, not a lot of build on there, and I will still cap these in clear. Just a habit I picked up from watching Tracy Lou, and it's stuck with me. So as we're just trying to get the acrylic to lay where I want it to, because as always, I don't want to be filing loads and loads at the end. So there's a little dip in that corner, and I don't know how many times I tried to fix this, but every time I got it on there, I'd end up swiping it away again. It drove me mad, but we got there in the end. So on the ring finger, we are doing a full glitter finger, and on the middle, we are doing a glitter fade. Set was inspired by Tracy Lou, obviously, and we will be using her gold glitter, which I think, if I remember correctly, is called Champagne Gold. It's beautiful. Carly's had 3 quite brightly coloured sets for summer, so we wanted to do something a little bit classy, a little bit pretty. So going on to that index finger, I'm going to do all of my nude first. I'm going to do the nude and get them out of the way, because I do not want glitter getting into these nails, and it will happen, especially because I'm messy anyway. So getting a nice coverage on that Perfect Peach. Have left the thumb in on this one, and I will tell you before we get to the end, I didn't get capping the glitter fingers because it was out of shot. I'm really sorry. What can I say? Me and Carly have known each other a very long time, and she is currently pregnant as well. So lots of toilet breaks. Happens. So yeah, I was just out of shot when I was capping those nails. But anyway, left the thumb in on this time. But a little bit messy there on that side cuticle bit. Not quite sure. I hate thumbs. Don't we all? Hate thumbs. Hardest thing to do. So I'm just building that colour up enough to give me the coverage. If I need the extra build, I don't need to cap these. It is a strength powder. But it just protects the build that I've done from being filed away when I file, which I'm not as bad as I used to be. So I do love sets like this. Sets like this are me all over, you know, nude, bit of glitter, or a few gems, you know, keeping it simple, keeping it classy. Now that bead there was a little bit wet. Can you see I've got it on the skin on that thumb? So I need to make sure that I get that off, because if I don't, that nail will lift. But like I said before, there you go, pushed it in a bit. As I've said to you before, I do still make mistakes like this, and I'm quite open to admitting it. You know, you don't learn this skill overnight, it takes time. So leaving my mistakes in might help you not make them at all. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Still loving my nails. Haven't filed them away too much. I've got a little bit of a corner missing off my thumb. So coming in with that glitter from Tracy Lou. Champagne Gold, absolutely stunning. It's such a simple add, just that glitter. You know, you don't need anything more than that. And you guys know I love my 3D and I love me out there nails and stuff, but sometimes all you need is a really pretty nude. So when I pick my beads up, little tiny dot of clear acrylic, pop it on the nail, give it a little bit of a wiggle. Get it where I need it to be. You can't just plonk it on there. So I move it around so that I get the smaller little bits around the cuticle areas where I need it to be nice and neat. Just like that. And then just flatten it down, basically. On the fade, same thing, but we're going to put it on that free edge first. Do you see the wiggle? Just give it a wiggle. And then just fade that up a little bit. Not too much. You just want some little bits and pieces up there. And I love this glitter for this because it's got such tiny fine glitter in there as well. So doing a glitter fade is effortless with this glitter. So this is me capping. So I go and cap all of the nails. I don't show all of them, like I said. I think I managed to cap the nude nails, and then I was out of shot for the two important ones for the glitters. But it's the same principle. Slightly wetter bead on the glitter, and I always wipe over the glitter with my wet brush first, just to get that shine and to make sure we don't get any dry patches. My bead pickup's much improved, definitely. A lot more control over the acrylic now than I had before, and I was really pleased with this set, really pleased. You know, you just get those sets some days that you do and you think, yes, I've got this. I'm a nail tech. I'm actually a real nail tech. That was me this morning. I'm currently doing my voiceover while I wait for my next client to arrive, so it might be done in stages, but there you go. So on to filing. I have left the filing in. So sidewalls, free edge, as always, repeat until I'm happy. And you'll notice that I picked up a different nail file. So I usually have two nail files on the go, regardless of whether you think it's okay or not. I tend to use a nail file, and then when it starts getting a bit softer, I then get a new nail file. And for sharp edges, etc., I always use a new nail file. But for around the cuticle sometimes, especially if I'm hand filing, I tend to use the older one because it's a little bit more worn down. But I do put my thumb there as a guide. You can see that my thumb's right on that edge so that the file's hitting my thumb. Because if I'm going to cut someone, I'd rather it was me. Once I've got that where I need it to be, just going over the barrel of the nail in that cuticle area, just come in with a buffing block and just buff it over. So again, sidewalls, and again, I will do the four fingers and I will flip the hand around and do it from that angle. I have sped this whole video up, so I don't work this fast. You will know that from the last one. Absolutely adore Tracy Lou's glitters. I think they've got to be my favourite, definitely. In fact, I know they're my favourite. They're just so beautiful. And I did this whole redesign in under 2 hours. And I know it was under 2 hours because, you know, we must have had about 4 wee breaks between us. And I stopped and had a cigarette as well. So there you go. Beauty of living at home, working at home. So yeah, just getting that as flush as I can get it, keeping them sides nice and straight. Absolutely love Tracy Lou's nail files for this. They're very sturdy. You get a nice straight edge on those. They don't bend very easily, and I love that. So I actually don't use any other files now. So sidewalls, free edge, and then around the cuticles. And I think I actually learned this step from Kirsty Meakin when I very first started watching YouTube videos. In fact, I know it was Kirsty Meakin. So there you go, slowing down on that other edge. So I'm actually being quite gentle around here. And then over the body of the nail. And to be fair, I don't have a lot of filing to do on most sets now because my shaping's much better with my brush. Drinking my coffee. So redesigning this morning with the lovely Carly. Redesign in today as well, but I'm not sure what she's having, so I shall wait and decide if I'm going to film that one when she arrives. But it is all acrylic. So just filing over on that glitter fade now. Now you can see where I'm pulling the skin back. Can you see how my thumb is pulling that skin back so that I'm pulling it away from the cuticle? Just checking them against each other, usually for length. And most of these now, apart from that one tip that I've put on today, all of these are her nails now, so we're onto an overlay, which is something I like to achieve with my clients. It's always nice for them to be able to say it's their natural nail underneath. So yeah, very gently around that cuticle area there, get that nice and flush. Received some new bits and bobs. I ordered a new stamper, jelly stamper, and also got some stamping polishes from Smiley's Glitter Store, which are really nice. Might do a review actually on the stamping polishes and that. Stamping and that sort of thing come in really, really handy near Christmas as well. It's a very quick, easy way of doing a themed nail for Christmas. So yeah, just turn her hand round and just file in from that angle. One, to make sure that the edges of the nails all look straight. And then moving on to the thumb. I haven't left all the filing in for the thumb. Well, I don't think I have. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. Shows how good my memory is. So yeah, just getting them edges nice and straight. We did take quite a lot of length off these as well, because she has had them on 4 weeks. I usually advise my clients to go maximum of 3. It's just the way that Carly's work pattern works out that it's easier to do hers every 4 weeks on a Friday, so that's what we do. You can tell we're talking because I keep stopping. I think it's part of the job description, isn't it? You've got to be a chatter. Just trying to get that body of the nail even both sides. And what I like about working with a nude colour especially is because you can see where you're filing as well. You know, you sort of can see that textured area where you've been over with a file. It's a little bit hard to see on clear, which is why I prefer to use a nail bed colour if I'm building nails for gel polish. Just because it's easier to see where you've been. Early days, I actually used negligee, which is a see-through pink colour, because that was easier to see than clear when I was building. So just buffing over that thumbnail. So when I've finished buffing, when I'm happy, clean all the dust off, and I then come in with a cotton pad and some acetone, and I just wipe the nails over just to make sure they're nice and clean, just to make sure that they're smooth. So this is where I put my lamp. I did have a high armrest which the lamp went underneath, but found it was too high when I was filming for the equipment that I have anyway. So I've reverted back to a rolled up towel. So I just take the bottom off my lamp and prop it up on the towel. And I did this for the purpose of doing this hand first, so that I didn't have to restart the video again. So look at that. Is there nothing better in this life than a top coated glitter nail? It's just beautiful. Using CJP's tack free top gloss as always. Oh, love it. Best bit ever is top coating a glitter nail. And this is the whole reason I started videoing, because my clients would get annoyed that I would point their finger down so they couldn't see the top coat going on the glitter. So that's how this started. It was literally, okay, I'll film it so you can see. Just refining a little edge there that was annoying me. And that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I will catch you again later, hopefully with another video to upload soon. Hope you enjoyed. All the best, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.